Well, today we passed the historic energy bill. I myself did not support the bill. I hadn't supported it for many reasons. Most of all, the one thing that Illinois has had going for it for years is reliable and affordable, most of all affordable energy. When we recruit businesses to come to Illinois, that was always been one of the first things that we could mention is that we had affordable, reliable energy for them to have. Illinois has been an exporter of energy rather than an importer. And certainly this bill addressed keeping our nuclear fleet online because it's very much a part of our energy portfolio. That could have been a totally separate bill. But instead it was joined with a lot of other provisions that were driven by environmentalists, and certainly I want clean air. We all do. But first of all, we have to recognize that we are energy users, that we as Illinoisans are not an island, that our neighboring states produce and use carbon products. And so, I mean, it just seems like we're trying to set a standard that maybe will put us in a position where we have to import energy from other states using the same carbon that we're trying to get away from. But most of all, we endanger, well, first of all, the most important thing is we are going to cost every ratepayer in this state more money. And Illinois is at a position where we have high property taxes, high taxes of all sorts. The last thing we need to do is for a very much needed resource like energy and heating, why increase the rates? But instead we are. And that's, everybody that supported this bill recognizes the rates will go up. And we're paying high subsidies for wind and solar, very high subsidies, when we're not even sure that they may be renewable energy, but are they sustainable and reliable? And in my opinion, they are not affordable right now. And so that's the reasons I could not support this bill. It infringes on private property owner rights, especially in central Illinois. A transmission line company that is private owned will be allowed through certain procedures to exercise eminent domain, which has always been reserved for only government uses. And to me, that's a stretch too far. It's an infringement on government, on private property rights. That was one thing that I think is definitely a killer for me, that I could not support this bill. But our ratepayers are going to be paying more, and we're not even sure if they'll get the reliable energy that they need. And so for me, it was a non-starter. We needed an affordable energy bill, and we could have done so if we just taken out all the things that were in this bill, dealt with the nuclear power provisions, and then maybe address some of the things later when we have scientific knowledge to know what would actually work.